outside. Then we have these ones that are the newest buildings. These are also dormitory units. Over here, these are these are the dormitories that are for graduate students, meaning that they are prepared to receive families. Children, they have a kindergarten, they have dental facilities, like everything that they need to take care of their children and to not have the need to go outside the campus for these kind of things. And also, something really interesting that we have a huge sport facility. Over here, it's in the entrance, in the Veshanan gate. Maybe you came through that gate. We have two gates, the Nesher and the Veshanan gate. Here is the Nesher neighborhood, and we have a huge sport facility. We have 4 pools. One of them is Olympic. We have a 2-story gym. We have courts, tennis, football, anything. And during our undergraduate degrees, we are required to take 3 sports courses. We can choose basketball, there are like Krav Maga, I don't know if you know these martial arts, soccer, anything. And also, as I was mentioning, we have a humanities and arts faculty from which you can't get a degree, but still we are required to take 2 courses from this faculty also during our undergraduate studies. You can choose either Korean studies, Holocaust, languages, we have photography, anything. So that's really interesting. And any question? Then we will go and meet the campus.
How many kids in total study today here?
Students? Yes. 15,000.
15.
15,000 son undergrad, 1,000 international.
¿El resto?
El resto son masters, PhD. You can just read afterwards.
All of them, okay.
Yeah. The one I like and I want to talk about, it's mobility. It's super interesting because here, just give me 1 second. There we go. They can check how the traffic is going and analyze how it's going to change in order to prevent accidents and traffic jams. And the estimations made here is that it will save $75 million per year to the state of Israel in terms of traffic jams. Here we have a big issue with traffic and cars.
And how it works? Is it connected to the car with the cell phone?
Yeah, the car itself is connected. Like the cars are connected between them with the cell phones, with infrastructure. So the idea is that once we reach a big amount of these cars on the street, that they can communicate with each other and know how the traffic is going to behave, then...
It's not already news.
Oh, what?
It's already news, this technology, or not?
New?
Is it already being used, or it's still in the...
No, it's still in development. No, it's not in the streets yet, but it is estimated also that by the year 2024, we will have 300 million of these cars, but nowadays we still don't have.
One defining moment follows another. In 1923, Professor Albert Einstein visits Technion. He's deeply impressed that Jewish students will finally have equal opportunity to study and excel in science and engineering. On his return to Germany, he founds the first Technion Friends Society worldwide. In 1924, the first classes begin with 16 young men and 1 woman. Students can specialize in architecture or civil engineering, essential skills that will be required to build the new state. In 1928, the first class of Technion students graduates. In the 1930s, new faculties are opened, and Jewish academics fleeing from the advancing Nazi horror in Europe find a home at Technion. On May 14th, 1948, the establishment of the State of Israel is declared. It is the defining moment of modern-day Israel. Many promising young Technion students are among those killed in the War of Independence. Israel's leaders recognize the vital importance of the Technion in building the new state. President Shimon Peres observes, Luckily, the Technion was opened 24 years before the establishment of the State of Israel and laid its foundations. In the 1950s, as Technion rapidly expands, Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion chooses a new site for the campus on Mount Carmel. The first building to be constructed on the nascent campus is for the new Department of Aeronautical Engineering. By the 1960s, Technion researchers are hard at work, exploring the infant world of computers, turning Technion into the cradle of Israeli high-tech. By the 1970s, Technion research draws the attention of technology giants IBM, Intel, and Motorola, which established pioneering research labs around Technion. The Faculty of Medicine is established, setting the stage for medical breakthroughs that will astound the world. In the 1980s, Technion gains worldwide recognition for research in water engineering, optoelectronics, robotics, space research, and medicine. The research is just a taste of things to come. In the 1990s, Technion plays a central role in integrating the massive influx of immigrants from the former Soviet Union, which accelerates Technion's development. Then, in 1998, Technion becomes one of only 5 universities in the world in which students plan, build, and launch a satellite into space. As the new millennium dawns, Technion has become a world leader in research. In 2004, Technion professors Avner Mershko and Aaron Shechanover win Israel's first Nobel Prizes in the sciences for the discovery of the ubiquitin system responsible for breaking down proteins in the cell. This is a defining moment and the ultimate recognition of Technion's scientific leadership. Multidisciplinary centers were established in the fields of life sciences, energy, and autonomous systems. In 2005, the Russell Berry Nanotechnology Institute is inaugurated. 3 years later, the International School is established, admitting students from every corner of the world. In 2011, Professor Dan Shechtman wins Technion's 3rd Nobel Prize for his discovery of quasicrystals, a new form of matter. Globalization marks the development of Technion during the second decade of the 21st century. Technion is the first Israeli university to establish campuses overseas. Technion, together with Cornell University, opens the Jacobs Technion Cornell Institute in New York City. Technion establishes the Guangdong Technion Israel Institute of Technology in China. Today, Technion brings together over 15,000 students and hundreds of professors, working in dozens of research centers, engaged in over 100 academic programs across campuses in Haifa, Tel Aviv, New York, and China. The Technion vision is cultivating new defining moments that will change the world.